evening there, everyone. Trying to see if this is working here. Oh, and it is. Looks a little choppy. Hopefully the frame rate will improve just as I'm getting started here. I haven't really tweaked a lot of settings from last time, but it looks like the game is working, so hopefully the game has changed. So I'm just going to dive right into it now. So if you didn't tune in yesterday, during the launch day of SimCity, basically what happened is I created a region and a city, and I was playing around with it, and then it just kind of crashed and abandoned. So I was kind of upset that not only did I lose my city, but I lost my whole region and everything. So that would be absolutely catastrophic if you were like, say, 6 months into building a region and perfecting it and everything, and then you get a corruption issue that made you lose everything. So you're saying that the game is kind of loud? I can definitely turn down the game settings for, what is it, just music maybe? Or is it effects as well? I'll turn them both down because I definitely don't want to sound overpowering or have the game. Is it just the music? Okay. So we'll put the actual sounds up for now. And yes, I'm running in that good old window full screen. So that's good, just indicating to some people that I'm streaming and not to bug me. So as you can see, I've created a region. It's the same region as last time, but I'm playing a different city because, well, I didn't want to do the same thing I did last time, especially if I lost it again. I'm trying not to be super duper redundant. You could get into a phone conversation, or not a phone conversation, Skype conversation. There's just a couple of YouTubers that might be joining me as I stream tonight, depending on how that goes. I haven't done an actual conversation on as a live stream before, so we don't really know how that will work. But yeah, so might be a couple special guests coming in as soon as I figure out how to do that. But for the time being, let's get right into the game here. So I made a region again. There's just a friend of mine right here. He's making a few cities. He had about one city when I was doing it earlier. I made a stream earlier on today with no mic, just me kind of building another city from scratch. And a lot of people told me that they really want to hear what I have to say. Like, they really want to tune into a stream with commentary. So I've basically made it a goal of mine to always stream while talking. Can you turn on the warmer filters? It has nicer colors. I can definitely give that a try. So I may as well invite any friends that I have online to try this region. It's just really a test region. I got like 80-something friends on Origin now. It's ridiculous, but I really don't know what the pluses and minuses are of having a whole bunch of people on Origin. Except you get like a couple pop-ups in the bottom from time to time. So if you want to try and give me a call, you can definitely, let's see how that works. Let's see if I come through on Twitch, because I did enable the program. I don't know if you guys know Homer SPC. He's a fellow YouTuber. He's been doing a lot of good work with SimCity. He's been talking to me about maybe doing like a Let's Play or a region or something. Oh, The Dictator is online. Welcome to the stream. If you guys don't know who the Dictator is, of course he's the webmaster of Centropolis, a site I'm pretty active at. Anyways, let's dive into the city for now. So I've spent about an hour kind of growing another city from scratch. Really not too much to show. It's basically a mining city. I've got coal and ore resources, and I think that's just about it. Yeah, there's no oil or anything. So I think I'm going to be going kind of a grid pattern for the city. I know it's kind of generic, but this is the type of city that you want to do it in, I think, because it's relatively flat and there's lots of open land. With the city I was doing yesterday, it was kind of separated. There were like a couple islands here and there, and there was like a river. So really isn't the best place to do a grid because you won't get like the maximum use out of it. And so you may as well just be creative. I'm going to plan on being a little creative here as well. Right now I have industry located at the, I guess the western edge of my city. I don't know which way is north. Is there a north arrow? I know in SimCity 4 there was a north arrow. But, yeah, I don't seem to know where it is. Anyways, I built it on, let's call it the west side if the highway interchange is on the south end. I put it on the west side because the wind is blowing in that direction. Where's the wind map? There's so many. It's going to take a little while to get used to all these buttons. So the wind's kind of blowing this way, so it's always a good idea to have structures that produce high amounts of pollution on the edge of your city, because that way it doesn't blow into your city. However, this doesn't just end at the city border. It will extend to the region itself into the city. So if I go to the air pollution map, you can definitely see that there are some areas here that are a little polluted, and that's due to, you know who, my neighbor. And he's got a lot of factories over there, so some of that is spewing over to my city. I think this is like a nice little city spot. Okay, so it's showing that he's specializing in oil. I guess this is an oil town right here. And so he's got a lot of industry, so there's a lot of pollution being generated. It's a lot of dirty industry. No high tech yet. I'm only about an hour in. They posted a change log. What do you mean by that? I know that they patched the game a little bit, so I don't know if that makes it more stable or not, but let's kind of dive into the city now. Looks like I got a crap load of commercial and industrial demand. What's this guy want? Time to expand the coal mine. Sure, let's do that. I'm running the city on coal power. I mean, it kind of makes sense, since the city's kind of young and I have a coal mine. I think there's two spots in the city that have coal. So this is like the one area here, and then if I want, I can make another mine up here. And the ore is kind of deposited all over the place. So I basically just plop the mine in the most central location. Maybe I'll put another one over here sometime. But yeah, unlike the oil, what's it called? Is it just a refinery or an extractor? What's the name of it called? Oil well. Unlike the oil well, like you could put the derricks basically wherever you wanted in the city, but with your mining stuff, it actually has to be all located near the mine. So I can't put like, you know, what are these called? The ore shafts? I can't put an ore shaft like over here, right? It has to be attached to the main building. So, you know, we may as well find a snap point that will extract the most amount of tons close to your building. So you want to have your building placed as close as you can. This actually looks like the most rich area, so I might even want to delete that road. just so I can extract the most amount of ore from it. Oh, that's a little too much. And of course I'll make the grid pattern around it. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, 306 tons there. It's only like 260 there, so kind of screws up my grid. You know what? I'll delete that little building there. Oops, I hit the region button there for a second. Probably just put some commercial here because I'm sure nobody wants to live next to a coal mine and an ore extractor. Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh, the city filters. Sure, I can definitely give them a try. I don't have anything on right now. I'm just kind of like that. I don't really care about filters, but I think you go to settings. Is it under gameplay? No. Graphics, probably. So I can turn up the tilt shift if you want. What was it that you wanted to see? What filter did you want to see? Just lots of tilt shift? Because we can give that a try. And the filter, you said you wanted warm, right? Warmer. Okay, so let's apply that. Oh, okay. Kind of gives it more of a sepia tone, or whatever you call it. I mean, I kind of like the tilt shift, but I just wish there was an option to completely get rid of it. I mean, it looks okay now, but as soon as like I zoom in, like this is all blurred. Like I want to see everything in focus. But, you know, that's just me. So I'm gonna take the tilt shift off, or low. Just a minor complaint that I have, but it is still a complaint. What's going on at the sewage place? So yeah, I just got the basic utilities eliminated before I started the stream, so I have like the actual water pumping station and sewage treatment plant, which I need to expand soon. How much are these things? 40 grand. Alright, well it looks like I'm waiting for a while. So until then, I guess I can give you a little tour, and then I'll turn the speed up to Cheetah or Turbo or whatever it's called. So we still got grass growing here, because, you know, why not? I just don't understand why that's why that is still left in the game. I mean, this is something that appears in just about every city tile. Everyone's going to notice it, and yet it's still here. So, doesn't really make too much sense to me. And it looks like something that could be easily corrected too. So, another error that I made here is I want to get the avenue to go all the way through, but I built this city hall before I put in the avenue, thinking that I had enough room. And it turns out that I don't, so I had to downgrade it to a street. I could probably curb it like around, but I don't know. I guess I need to move this like 1 pixel or 1 snap point away, and it would have worked. Because as you can see, like there is room here, but just not enough. So I've basically been working with the grid. Another thing I saw was just this, was it this road here? That one looks okay, but there was a ridiculously here it is, horrid slopes. I mean, there's no slope mod or way that you can alter the terrain in this game. You know, terraforming's been completely cut out, so there's really nothing I can do except, you know, find a better way to get the road down. Like I can make it like kind of curve around the physical terrain rather than